Hey, is this the right number? You're that new part-timer that started today, right? What was your name, like Tabitha or something? Yep, you got the right number. You're Megan, right? I remember you from when I exchanged numbers with some of the people around the office this morning. I'm looking forward to working alongside you all. Could I ask what you're texting me about right now? Listen, Tabitha, you've got a lot to learn. I get it, you're young and short on experience, but this isn't some supermarket. This is a real business. You've obviously never worked in a real business before, so let me tell you how your first day is supposed to go. Step 1, buy some donuts for everyone in the office from the store across the street. Step 2, pass out said cakes and introduce yourself. Step 3, get to work. Oh, and you need to run the donuts by me first. I'll make sure you get a decent assortment, and if you didn't, I'll tell you what you got wrong. Then you'll need to buy us another round the next day, this time with the right donuts. Those are the rules around here. I'm a generous person, so I can overlook you getting it all wrong on the first day, but you better make sure to get it right tomorrow, okay? Come by my desk on your break and I'll give you a list of the right donuts to pick up, so make sure you bring a pen and paper. Those are the rules around here? Funny, I didn't see those on my contract. Excuse me? Quite the contrary, that's a workplace harassment policy violation if I ever saw one. And I suppose that's the reason you're texting me instead of saying it to my face. If one of your superiors heard you making such ridiculous demands like that, you'd get called into HR for sure. I would strongly suggest you don't do anything like this ever again, Megan. It won't end well for you. What did you just say to me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm on my lunch break right now. If you need me for anything work-related, you can talk to me when I'm finished. What's with that attitude? Who do you think you are, part-timer? You might not know this, but I'm actually the most senior employee in this office. I've even been here longer than the manager. That makes me the one who calls the shots around here. And here you are, some part-timer nobody, thinking you can refuse a direct order from me? Okay, well, my generosity has officially run out. Now you're gonna see what happens to uppity brats like you who piss me off. I hope you're ready for what's coming to you. It's go time, Cindy. We're gonna teach that snotty new part-timer how things work around here, good and hard. Huh? The new part-timer? Are you talking about Tabitha? The girl who started this morning? Duh, of course I am. Who else would I be talking about? I don't know, Megan. I was keeping an eye on her this morning, and she really seems like a hard-working, responsible employee. I told her to bring me donuts, but do you see any donuts on my desk? No? Yeah, well, me neither. Donuts? I even agreed to overlook her numerous faux pas toward me in exchange for her bringing donuts to the office tomorrow morning. But do you know what she said? She pulled the employee harassment policy card. What a brat! Wow, that's incredible. Tabitha's pretty young. I'm pretty sure she's in her late 20s, right? On her first day in a new office, a senior employee with 20 years experience makes a demand like that, and not only did she resist, she turned it around on you? She's amazing. I know, right? She really pissed me off. So now I gotta teach her a lesson. We're gonna do the usual routine, the silent treatment. No matter what she says to you, don't say anything back. Don't even acknowledge her. Are you sure that's a good idea, Megan? The company's been cracking down really hard on harassment policy violations these days. What's more important? What some stupid corporate policy says, or what I say? Obviously, it's what I say that counts around here. We're giving her the silent treatment. End of story. Make sure you spread the word around the office. I want everyone on the same page. If you say so. Good morning, Megan. It said in my employee manual that you would be the one giving me my on-the-job training. But you haven't said anything to me since our text exchange yesterday. When I tried to talk to you at your desk earlier, you just ignored me. I was trying to ask you when we would start my training. Let me take a stab in the dark. I'm guessing this is all you're doing, am I right? Everyone in the office has been going out of their way to avoid me. If you don't like me, there's not very much I can do about it. But it seems quite improper to be acting out a personal vendetta against me on company time using company resources. Are you refusing to carry out your assigned task of teaching a new employee the ropes? That doesn't seem very productive to me. God damn it! I can't believe her! Megan, what's wrong? Calm down and talk to me. It's that new girl. How is she doing this? She knows all the procedures, all the paperwork, all the regulations, everything. Are you talking about Tabitha again? Yes. Did someone train her? Was it you, Cindy? No, Megan, it wasn't me. I think everyone is following your orders. Then how is she doing it? How is she navigating our company's complex filing system? Wasn't she given a manual on her first day? I guess the only explanation would be that she just read it through enough times to remember it all. She's only been here for 3 days. Sorry, Megan, that's the only explanation I could think of. She is really starting to piss me off. Ugh! Good morning, Megan. I think I've come to understand the hierarchy around here over the last few days. As I suspected, you're the one who's been at the center of the silent treatment campaign, aren't you? You gave the order. Fortunately for me, the work I've been given is all stuff that I can do by myself without any cooperation or assistance from other employees. So it's not having much of an impact on my work. However, that might change if this situation continues. Cindy, what's going on here? Tell me. How? How is she doing this? Megan, you have to be more specific. She texted me yesterday all high and mighty, saying that she can handle all her work by herself. So I ordered her to get the meeting room ready for the conference this afternoon. Oh, was that the memo that you put on her desk this morning? Yes, try and keep up, Cindy. It always takes at least an hour to get all the papers printed and set up the tables and chairs, but I gave her the order just 30 minutes before the meeting started, so there was no way she could finish it on time. But she did. She did it all with time to spare. What is that girl, seriously? Well, maybe she's just an incredibly talented young woman. Cindy, don't even think for 1 second about taking her side against me. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I wasn't taking her side. I'm the boss around here. I call the shots. She could be the next Steve Jobs. I don't care. If she doesn't do what I say, when I say, how I say, then she's gone. Got it? I got it, Megan. Hey, Cindy, did you hear the big news? Some big shot from corporate headquarters is coming by our office tomorrow. Oh, wow, really? On such short notice? That's unusual. I wonder why. Who cares why? This is my big chance. Chance? For a promotion? No, my chance to get that snotty little upstart Tabitha fired. Fired? We've got to work fast. We're going to come up with all sorts of complaints to lodge against her and get corporate to fire her. She seems to love that stupid employee harassment policy so much. How about we get Marcia to say Tabitha's been body shaming her? She's as big as a whale. They'd buy it. Megan, don't you think you've taken this a bit too far? Cindy, listen to me. If you take her side against me, do you know what I'm going to do with you? Just as soon as I finish getting Tabitha fired, You're gonna be the next one I put in my crosshairs. Is that what you'd like me to do? Megan, please, no. My husband just got laid off from his factory job. I'm the only income for our family right now. I can't lose this job. We'd be ruined. Then you know what you need to do, don't you? Yeah, I know. Good morning, Megan. Well, it's been 1 full week since I started working here, and you've been ignoring me since day 1. I've got some great news that I have to tell you, so I'll go ahead and break my own rules just this once and reply to you. Finally. In just a few hours, you're going to get exactly what's been coming to you for being an awful little insubordinate brat to me. This is your last chance, Tabitha. Come over to my desk right now, apologize for ever talking back to me, kiss my feet, and beg for my forgiveness. If you do that, I'll let you into my bubble. Your bubble? Are you talking about Cindy and the other employees at this office? That's right. They're all good little girls who know their place, so I allow them into my bubble and grace them with my friendship. I can be your friend too, Tabitha, as long as you follow the rules. Is that so? From the sounds of things, you fancy yourself as above the manager and treat the other employees like servants in your royal court. I don't treat them like servants. They are my servants. Now that you understand how things work around here, it's time for you to become my servant too. No, I'm pretty sure that sort of an informal hierarchy is a severe violation of the workplace harassment policy. You get that, right? Again with that stupid policy. Don't you get it? That policy doesn't apply around here. This is my office and we follow my rules. Don't like it? Then I'll kick you out. Is that what you want me to do? Because I'd love to do it. I see. Well then, I think I've let this go on long enough. It's finally time to put a stop to it. Huh? Where do you get off talking to me like that? You're nobody. Nothing. You're just a part-timer who's been here for a week. I assume you've heard that a corporate HR representative is going to be in the office today. Am I correct? An HR rep? Is it the corporate big shot who's coming today? Yes. As loath as I am to break with professionality, I have to say I am very much looking forward to the meeting we'll be having. Should be a lot of fun. Fun? What's fun about meetings? Tabitha, you lied to me. You were really part of the corporate HR team all along? What the hell is going on here? Weren't you paying attention to what I said earlier today? I explained everything then. The corporate HR office sent me here undercover to see what was going on at your office. But why, though? Why did they send an undercover agent here? I repeat, I explained that already. You should have been listening. You suspended me without pay. You're opening a disciplinary investigation on me? I was so mad that I just didn't pay attention. I'm sure you're aware that part-time employees at your office have an incredibly high turnover rate, yes? Yeah, what of it? The rate has been high at your branch for quite some time now, a few percentage points above the company-wide average. But 2 years ago, when the previous office manager retired, the turnover rate spiked sky high almost immediately. We decided that we couldn't wait any longer and had to do something, so I was sent to your office as an undercover agent pretending to be a new part-time employee. Corporate cares that much about our office? Well, it is our company after all. It's our responsibility both to our employees and our clients to guarantee a positive work environment. And my investigation is complete. What I found was a truly unfortunate situation. You, despite lacking any sort of managerial authority, use your seniority to threaten, abuse, and harass the other employees in your office. That's not true. You've just been out to get me this whole time. What your youth and inexperience keeps you from understanding is that what I do is called leadership. Go ahead, ask Cindy and the other girls anything you want. They'll all tell you the same thing.
Oh, don't worry, we're holding individual hearings with each and every person in the office as we speak.
Then I'll be cleared of all these ridiculous allegations in no time. I win, you lose.
You have quite an impenetrable self-confidence, don't you, Megan? I'm sorry to say, but that is precisely the opposite of what we are finding.
What?
We found that all of the other girls in the office do have the same story, but not the one you claim. It seems they've all been threatened by you, but lacked the courage to actually stand up for themselves. Once the big reveal was made, they were all thrilled that they finally had a chance to clear their guilty consciences. A common refrain was that they felt like a massive weight had been lifted off their shoulders. Oh, and by the way, we have a very, very large supply of evidence that you've been harassing the other employees. We've collected hundreds of text messages, hours of video recordings, security camera footage. We have it all.
Oh no.
For the third time, I already explained all of this in detail. You just weren't paying attention. But nothing. It's over, Megan. You're on unpaid leave while the disciplinary committee meets. I'd say it's a foregone conclusion at this point, but you'll be informed of the final decision they make.
That can't be!
My work is done, so I'll take my leave now. Enjoy your evening.
I worked so hard to gain my position. I had authority, people respected me, and now it's all gone? And it's not just at the office. My husband is divorcing me, and my son said he never wants to see me again. Why is this happening to me?
People respected her? I'd say a more accurate way of describing the situation would be that people were in constant fear of reprisal if they didn't cater to her every whim. The disciplinary committee took far longer than they expected, not because it was a difficult decision, just that there was an incomprehensible amount of policy violations to cover. Needless to say, she was fired. After being divorced by her husband, my understanding is that she's currently working multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet. As for the other employees who went along with her harassment campaigns, each of them were dealt with individually and were given punishments in accordance with their respective offenses. Furthermore, the decision was made to permanently close down the entire office. That did result in some difficulties, such as dealing with employee transfers and resignations. But overall, the effect has been a more transparent and positive work environment for all employees in all levels of the company. As an HR professional, it gives me great pride to know that my work has brought clear results to the company. My work isn't finished, though. I'll continue to monitor situations at all other branches to ensure something like this never happens again.
Hey, Jack, you saw the divorce papers I left on the table for you, right? I've already signed them. You hurry up and sign them too, okay? Then get them to the courthouse as soon as possible.
Wait just a second, Zoe. What's going on? This is all happening so fast.
I'm not waiting. I want to get a divorce as soon as possible.
Tell me, Zoe, did I do something wrong? I've been racking my brain ever since I found these after getting back from work. And while I may not have been a perfect husband, I have no idea what I did to make you do this. So please, can you tell me why? If there's anything I can do to make our marriage work, I'll do it.
There's nothing you can do to make this work, Jack. We're done.
Even if that's true, just tell me why you... I honestly have no idea why you would do this to me. I won't be able to sleep at night unless you give me a reason.
Seriously, Jack? I was planning on doing you a favor and leaving you with your dignity intact. But if you insist on me taking even that from you, then I guess I'll oblige.
If you were really concerned about preserving my dignity, I don't think you would have left a stack of divorce papers on the table and left without saying a word.
Okay, well, don't say I didn't warn you. The reason I'm leaving you is your salary.
My salary?
When we got married, I thought you'd make a decent enough income, but holy smoke, was I ever wrong about that.
But, really? I mean, sure, I might not be making Elon Musk kind of money, but my salary is more than the national average.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting for that. We have completely different concepts of our finances. Money may not be the most important thing in the world, but it is really important for married couples to be on the same page. But with a gap in understanding as big as ours, there was no way this was ever going to last very long. It was only a matter of time that our relationship would end like this.
I definitely see where you're coming from. It's super important for couples to have shared values with things like money. But if that's really all that's wrong here, then can't we talk things out? I'm sure we can come to an understanding if we took some time to discuss it.
Sorry, but no thanks. I feel like I'm going to be the only one who ends up having to make any compromises, and I'm not interested in a marriage where I have to do all the sacrificing. I've already talked to my parents about this too, and they're totally on board with me divorcing you.
Wow. Let me think this over, okay?
Fine. You have 3 days to make up your mind.
What? 3 days? That's nowhere near enough time. You talk to your parents. I want to talk to mine about this too. Can't you give me more time than that?
Be grateful I gave you 3 days. I was gonna give you until tomorrow.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. And out of the kindness of my heart, I agreed to compromise again to give you 3 days. You know me. I don't like it when people keep me waiting for important things. 3 days is all you're gonna get.
I can't believe this, but okay. I'll talk to you again in 3 days.
Okay, 3 days is up, Jack. Did you sign the divorce papers yet? Remember to take them to the courthouse with you.
Yeah, I signed them. And I have them with me right now.
Good. By the way, my parents and I are going to go to the courthouse with you.
You are? Why?
Sounds like they want to have a little word with you before we're officially over. I bet they're going to tear into you about being a poor loser.
Poor? Come on, Zoe. I told you before, my salary is above the national average. We're upper middle class, not poor.
Would you please give it up already? We're getting divorced, and that's final. No amount of whining and pleading from you can change my mind.
Unreal. All right, I'll meet up with you all in front of the courthouse at 1. Hey, Sienna, you got a sec?
What's up, bro?
Would you stop calling me that? You're my little sister, not my college roommate. Anyway, you're free now, right?
You kidding me? I'm bored out of my mind. Classes are still out for the summer, my boyfriend's working, and none of my favorite Instagram accounts have any new content out, so yeah, I've got nothing to do.
Perfect. What would you say about going to the courthouse with me today?
The courthouse? Wait, this is about your divorce, yeah? How does this involve me?
Zoe just texted and said that her parents are going to go with me when I turn in the divorce papers. Something seems, I don't know, off. So I was wondering if you could come along with me, disguise yourself so they won't know it's you, and listen into our conversation so I have a witness.
Frankly, I would rather sit here doing nothing than play detective with you.
I'll give you $100.
Detective Sienna here, reporting for duty, sir.
Well, that's what I thought you'd say. Okay, you know the park out in the back of the courthouse? Meet me there at 12:30.
That park's pretty big. Where should I meet you?
You remember the big swing set we used to play on when we were kids? How about there?
Gotcha. See you then. Hey, Jack. Thanks for submitting the divorce papers like a good little boy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. By the way, are you sure you're okay with no property division? We were only married for half a year, but I think you'd be entitled to get about $2,000 or so for me. Do you really not want it?
$2,000? It's not worth the trouble. And the divorce was my idea and all, so you can go ahead and keep that as my parting gift to you.
Yeah, nice parting gift. Well, if that's what you really want, I guess that means we're done then.
Yep, bye-bye.
Thanks for tagging along, Sienna. You were a big help. I'm sorry I had to go and get you involved in this. It's my problem, not yours.
Hey, for $100, I'll get involved in any trouble you want me to.
You always would do just about anything for money.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. But I gotta hand it to you, Jack. You saw right through them, didn't you? The very moment you handed off that stack of papers to the courthouse clerk, she said, "Phew,
Now I don't have to worry about him finding out about my affair anymore. She said it pretty quietly, so you probably couldn't hear her, but I was standing right behind them, so I heard it all loud and clear.
You really earned your $100, Sienna. You started recording them with your camera just in time to get all the dirty details on tape. That makes my next step way easier.
Your next step, huh? What are you going to do now?
Hiring a private detective. He might have a tough job ahead of him, since I'll need him to look into past affairs in addition to current ones. But it's what I'll need to do in order to have hard proof to use against her.
Okay, have fun with that. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Nah, you've done more than enough for me already. Tell you what, when things settle down around here, I'll take you out to have a nice dinner one night.
Free food? I'm in.
And you can even bring your boyfriend too if you want.
Wow, you're feeling generous today.
He is dating my little sister after all. Gotta keep tabs on him too.
Jeez, you're starting to sound like Dad. Hey, you've got some explaining to do, Jack. We just got back from submitting our marriage certificate from the courthouse, and this strange person I've never met before asks me if my name is Zoe, then hands me this massive envelope. And when I opened it up, it said, "You're suing me?" What is your problem, Jack?
I heard through the grapevine that you were going to get married today. Congratulations. I hope the two of you are very happy together.
You can cut the sarcasm, Jack. Listen up and listen good. We are divorced. That means I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. So what makes you think you have the right to sue me? I don't know what internet forum you got your legal advice from, but you can't sue someone for remarrying after divorcing you. I get it, you're still in love with me and want me to get back together, but I'm telling you for the last time, that is never going to happen.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm not suing you for remarrying. I'm suing you for your affair. The one you admitted to, remember?
What are you talking about?
I guess you didn't notice, but I wasn't alone on the day you and your parents came with me to submit the divorce papers at the courthouse. I had an acquaintance come along just in case, and that acquaintance heard the entire conversation you had with your parents in secret. Most importantly, they heard you saying that you didn't need to worry about me finding out you had an affair.
No way!
No, of course, just overhearing that alone wouldn't be enough to win a court case against you. So I hired a private detective to do some more digging for me. I was concerned at first, but I didn't know if you were still having the affair or if it was ongoing, meaning there might not be any way to catch you. But then, I got help from a very unexpected source.
I don't like where this is going.
You said the envelope was thick, right? There should be 2 other envelopes inside of it. One from me, and one from your new husband's ex-wife.
Huh? Oh, you're right, there's one more in here.
She had been suspecting her husband was having an affair for quite some time, and she had been gathering mountains of evidence against him. She was generous enough to provide me with all the evidence that she had. Thanks to that, I was able to finally make my move against you today. So tell me, Zoe, how does it feel to get sued by your ex-husband on the day that you got married?
No way. You mean you actually waited until the day we got married to do this? On purpose?
Your new husband's ex-wife was the one who came up with the idea. And it seemed so hilarious to me that we teamed up and coordinated it.
I don't believe this. You are such a scumbag, Jack!
Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. You're the one who decided to carry on an illicit affair rather than have the decency to divorce me.
But we're divorced now, aren't we? And you didn't know about my affair when I divorced you, so what's the problem?
Here's an opportunity to give you a legal lesson. It turns out that by law, I can still sue you for infidelity after our divorce as long as the infidelity was discovered within 3 years of the date our divorce was finalized. So yeah, I can 100% sue you.
Really?
I'm sorry, did I foil your perfect plan? Did you think that you could get away with what you did scot-free as long as you divorced me before I found out? Well, it doesn't work that way, Zoe.
No. So, you're really gonna sue me? Like, for real?
Let me put it this way. You see the dollar amount on page 4 of the stack of papers I sent you? You should operate under the assumption that you're gonna have to pay me an amount pretty darn close to that.
Oh no. Well, whatever.
Unlike you, my new man's the kind of guy who can pay for something like this with no trouble. I may have made a slight miscalculation, but it's not going to be that much of a problem.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is so. He's a big shot in a wedding consultancy company. His salary is way more than yours ever was or ever will be. He's got talent, ambition, money, power, the total package. Some low-tier nobody like you isn't even in the same universe as him.
Ah, now I get it. I was kind of baffled by your parents' response to all this. I would have thought they'd tell you off when they found out about your affair, but no. They actually became accomplices in hiding it. I guess they were so thrilled about the prospect of gaining some wealthy guy as their new son-in-law that they made a terrible mistake.
Mistake? What are you talking about? This is totally the right move for me and them. It's a complete win for everyone. My husband's a big shot businessman. And starting today, I'm gonna live the spoiled and pampered lifestyle I deserve.
Hey, about that. I don't think your husband's gonna be any sort of big shot for much longer.
What? Why not?
Think about it. He's an executive in a wedding consultancy company, Zoe. If word gets out that one of the company execs was involved in a salacious affair, what effect do you think that would have on the company's business? Did you really think there wouldn't be any consequences at all for what you two did?
Wait, so he's gonna get fired?
You'll have to talk to him about that. I'm going by deduction here. I'm not privy to the internal workings of his company. It just seems like the most likely outcome would be a combination of demotion and pay cut, at least. I'd say him getting fired isn't totally out of the question either, though.
How can you be so relaxed about this? My lifestyle is on the line here.
Your lifestyle, not mine. As long as you pay whatever settlement we agreed on for my lawsuit, whatever happens to the two of you after that isn't of my concern.
Hey, about that. I was looking at the papers and, well, there were a lot of zeros in the amount you're suing us for.
That shouldn't be a problem for your husband, right?
But...
You can talk about the finer details of the settlement with my lawyer, and he'll be contacting you soon. As for me, I no longer have any reason to speak to you, so anything you want to say to me, you can say to him.
Wait! I've been doing some thinking, and maybe getting divorced isn't such a good idea after all. What do you say, Jack? It's not too late for us, right? We can work things out. I get it, Jack. The reason you're suing me like this is to scare me into taking you back. You're still in love with me, and as long as those feelings are there, anything is possible. We can be a couple again. It'll be great. I'll be your devoted wife, and you can be my doting husband. I'll even think about not nagging you about your low salary anymore. Jack, are you there?
A few days after that last exchange, my lawyer told me that Zoe still wants to try to get back together with me. As I predicted, her husband got fired from his company after that, and she divorced him that very day. But like I said, her life isn't my problem anymore, so I told my lawyer to just ignore her and keep negotiating the settlement. As for me, I put in a transfer request to my company after the divorce was finalized, which was accepted, so I'll be moving across the state within the next few weeks. I also heard my sister's boyfriend propose to her the other day. He seems like a really upstanding guy, so I'm sure he'll take care of her. My lawyer finally reached a settlement with my wife and her new ex-husband yesterday, and they'll be starting monthly payments next week. Obviously, my ex-wife doesn't have that kind of money, so her parents are selling their house and borrowing the rest from relatives. The last I heard, they were all living together in a cheap one-room apartment and working day and night in order to make ends meet.